Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly check-in for the 12th to the 18th of November. If you would like to book a personal reading, please see the description box below the video for information on how to do that. You are welcome to like, share or comment on the video, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to do that as well. And I'm also going to try to remember to remind anyone who views the video that this is for Scorpio's sun, moon or rising. So for anyone who's unfamiliar with those sorts of terms, I may start putting a link to a site I use to get my birth chart up, and that will help you if you're not familiar with that to find your moon and rising sign as well. So let's get on with your reading. These are the oracle decks I'm going to be using for the reading today, and we're going to begin with a Power of Surrender card, and that will be your main theme. So what does Scorpio need to know for the 12th to the 18th of November? So for the 12th to the 18th of November, right, okay, that was quick. You have surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Right, Scorpio, okay. So let's get your theme from the tarot as well. So what is Tarot's theme, Scorpio's theme from the tarot for the 12th to the 18th of November? So Scorpio's theme from the tarot for the 12th to the 18th. What do they need to know? What else do they need to know for their main theme? That's far too many. I mean, you can see the Ace of Pentacles is on top there, but no. Let's try that again. You've got the Knight of Swords. What's your energy specifically? Seven of Wands. Any external or surrounding energies for you? External or surrounding any energies for you? Scorpio, I'm getting a workout here, trying to shuffle these cards. External or surrounding energies, the Wheel, okay. I kind of feel like this Knight of Swords could be someone offering you information of some sort. Yeah, let's have a look what else comes out. Guidance, please, for Scorpio. No, try that again. Yeah, somebody could be offering you some sort of information or guidance or something. I mean, it would probably be more likely to be the King of Swords who's offering guidance, or you may be getting some kind of information that you may feel you need to protect yourself from. So your guidance is the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Why do I feel like this Five of Pentacles is like a heads up not to leave yourself out in the cold? Okay, yeah, because the Queen of Wands is often about, I love this black cat in here. Can you see the black cat down there? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, the Queen of Wands can often be about shining your own light, being who you are, not being afraid to go for what you want. So I suppose with the Five of Pentacles, and it's in the guidance part of things, the advice part, it's like don't reject yourself for a start. Don't leave yourself out in the cold. I've got a thing about red hair. So actually my hair was that colour of red at one point in my life. And then a lot of my hair fell out after that because I had to bleach it blonde and it went fluorescent yellow. Which was ridiculous, and then I had to put multiple dye it red multiple times and ended up, this is what I was going for in the beginning, but I had to use a lot of dye, so there was a lot of damage. But I just think that red is absolutely stunning, that hair colour. Yeah, I wouldn't do it again. I love red hair, but yeah, I don't want my hair to fall out again, so I don't know why that's relevant. But yeah, so don't reject yourself, don't leave yourself out in the cold. Let's get the clarifiers out and look at this Knight of Swords. So that would be information, truth, potentially. I don't know, I guess it's just because you've got the Seven of Wands looking all defensive. That's your energy specifically. So that Seven of Wands looks defensive, protective, and then you've got a nice Knight of Swords, which we know the Knight of Swords it's the fastest knight, I believe, racing towards that Seven of Wands, and it's making me think, yeah, are you feeling protective or defensive if someone's bringing any information about something to you? But let's see what that's about. So the Knight of Swords, why is that there, please, as a main theme? I'm almost kind of expecting the Ace of Swords, should I say, to fly out, because that's like a major major card of truth and clarity. I can't even talk today. I don't know why. What do we need to know about that Knight of Swords, please? Right, we've got the Queen of Wands again. Anything else? I'm going to try that again. That didn't quite feel right, to be honest. So Knight of Swords, anything else? I wonder if somebody's offered some truth about yourself, to be honest, but it's a really weird one. It is a very, very weird one. I mean, here's a card of love and support. Well, not necessarily love so much, but definitely a card of support. You know what I'm thinking? You know, like if you've got a best friend or whoever or whatever, someone who's close to you in your life, and you're going through a bit of a phase where you just kind of feel down on yourself, your self-esteem isn't particularly great, and you may have this friend that always says, oh, but come on, you know, you're great and blah, 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 and, you know, they're kind of like your cheerleader, aren't they? But you may not, I don't even know if it's that you don't want to hear it or you don't believe it, or there's just something there where you may be a little bit resistant to it. I don't even think resistant is the right word, but there's just something where whatever they're saying to you to kind of boost you up, it's not doing what it should, if that makes any sense. I'm not really sure how to say it other than that, because that Four of Pentacles, that is kind of a defensive, protective energy as well. And we do say, or I do say, the Queen of Wands can be like a cheerleader, can't they? And she's next to the Six of Pentacles. Do you feel that they're being insincere? I mean, I know some people can say with the Queen of Wands that she's shallow. So, you know, like if you're going through a really rough time and someone's saying, oh, well, all you need to do is meditate and do positive affirmations and you'll be fine. I mean, obviously that's not ideal, is it? If you're going through a really, really shit time, you're depressed or something, affirmations and thinking positively aren't going to cut it. They're just not going to do jack. I mean, yeah, they could help. There's like, you've got nothing to lose by doing that, but that itself is not going to dig you out of a deep hole on its own, is it? You kind of need more than that. You need to go deeper than that to deal with like deep, dark depression. So I'm not putting down affirmations and stuff because it has its place. It's just, you know, in certain situations, that's not the most helpful thing or the most appropriate thing. Let's get some more on this because, yeah, let's see. Right, okay, Seven of Cups. Anything else? If you are feeling confused about anything, you might be keeping it to yourself, but there may be someone out there, you may have a friend or something that can support you, but for some reason you may be keeping your troubles to yourself, if that makes sense. Or maybe you don't trust the support. These cards keep on flipping over really strangely. Anything else? Or maybe, you know, sometimes we keep things to, well, I can only speak for myself, can't I? Well, probably not just me, but if you keep something to yourself because you're scared is the only word I can think of. You're scared of the truth that other people will give to you if you say that. Like, say if, okay, so this might be kind of an extreme example, but say if you broke up with somebody who treated you badly, and then a year later they come back and they decide they want to rekindle with you, and you actually do want to rekindle with them, but you know that if you say this to your best friend, they're going to say, are you absolutely nuts? Why would you want to go back to that person that treated you like shit and blah, blah, you know, that kind of thing. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this. Like, I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening, but that's one possibility, one type of energy of why you would keep something to yourself, because you know that the truth you hear, it makes sense. Yeah, obviously they're going to be concerned if you were going to go back to someone who treated you badly. Again, it's free will, so it's still your decision. Whatever you do is your decision, but you know that their concerns are genuine. Like, they're not just saying it to be an arsehole. Or for some of you, it could be that you have friends that put you down. And then to me, if that's the kind of friendship you have, you may want to question your friendship. If you've got friends that they put you down for every, not the situations where there are genuine concerns, but just random stuff. Like if you said, oh, I want to go back to university, and your friends are like, oh, why would you want to do that? That's stupid. You're too old to do that. But, you know, that's them putting you down, isn't it? But yeah, there's a difference, but there are different reasons why you would want to keep something to yourself. But this kind of suggests that you do have people potentially around you that could support you. Again, I said the Queen of Wands, she can potentially be known as shallow. So maybe there are people that are around you that love and support you, but that you don't feel like they get you on a deep, deep level. Potentially, that's another reason that you would that you may want to keep things to yourself. You probably don't feel like they get you. Maybe they don't. The whole point of the Knight of Swords is they don't understand who your truth is. Maybe the Queen of Wands isn't them. Maybe it's you. Maybe that's who you really are, and you feel like they don't get that. They don't see that. So let's get one more for that, and then I think I'll leave that. I don't think I'm going to sub-clarify anything because I feel like it's just going to get confusing if I do. So we have, this is the Nine of Cups, and I think, yeah, it's going to be reversed. For me, it feels like there's something here where you are not happy or completely satisfied for whatever reason. It's your reason, or there's something confusing about the support and love that's around you to you. There's something confusing about it to you. Yeah. So I think I'll leave that there because I do feel like it's going to get confusing if I go deeper into that particular aspect of things. So we'll go into the Seven of Wands. So this Knight of Swords, it could be your truth, it could be somebody else's truth, but it feels like there's some defensiveness around that or towards that for some reason. So let's look at the Seven of Wands now, and hopefully that will make things clearer. So this is you, defensive, protective, standing up for something. What is that about? Why is that here? Why is the Seven of Wands here like that, please? We've got the Wheel of Fortune there. And as an external energy, after saying everything I've just said, it's making me wonder if you feel that the people in your life that you're close to, that are supposed to be offering or do offer support and love, if they want you to change, whether that's it's that they want you to change because they don't accept who you are, or because they feel you need to change because it would be to your benefit in general, or maybe there's something you want to change, but it's just difficult, isn't it? Yeah, the only way I'm going to know is if I clarify. So Seven of Swords again. I'm going to try that again. Seven of Swords, please. Why is that there? I mean, Seven of Wands. I don't know if you've noticed this, but there are quite a few videos where I say the wrong suit. Like I'm looking at the Queen of Wands and I'll say the Queen of Swords by mistake. So if that ever happens, it is the card. It's the card that's there. Pay attention to that. If I say the wrong thing, it's just a slip of the tongue, which you're probably aware of that anyway. So Seven of Wands. We've got the Empress there. Anything else? Do you fear being nurtured? I don't know why that's come to mind, potentially, if you fear being nurtured. Do you feel deserving of being nurtured? Because the Empress is like that nurturing energy. And again, this whole theme of love and support, she would be the most loving, supportive person. The Lovers is connections, isn't it? Profound connections, whether it is romantic or whether it's best friends, family members, whatever. So you may have that kind of connection in your life with that kind of person, but then how is that to do with the Seven of Wands, to be honest with you? Anything else for the Seven of Wands, please? One came out. That was the Five of Cups. Right. Two of Cups. Again, that's connections, close connections, people who understand you. Do you still not feel... Do you have that connection, but you still don't feel understood? Because this Five of Cups for me, and I've said it so many times, I must have said it in one of your readings at this point. So yes, it's the card about not crying. You know what? I don't actually look at it as crying over spilt milk, so I'm not even going to go there with that. It's clearly where you've been hurt, where you've been disappointed. I often see the Three of Cups. That for me is like the Three of Cups card by itself. That's where you get the love and support. That's tipped out, that's gone. But behind you, you have 2 cups. So that's, for me, that's that 2 of Cups. So there is still, if not that there are already connections there available to you, even though the 3 connections there, that representation of friendship or community or support has gone, there's still something available behind you. If it's not already there, then it means that there's the potential to connect with other people and have that close bond with them. But I feel like you probably, with this support stuff coming up, it's like it's already available to you. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. So we've got the Ace of Wands. So it's not clear, because all I'm seeing from that Seven of Wands is some kind of defensiveness, but then there's all these connections, connection energy, nurturing energy. You've got the Five of Cups at the heart of it. Why is the Five of Cups there? Let's look at that. That might help. And I think I'm going to look at the Empress as well. Let's try that again. It's Four of Wands, but I'm going to try it again. So why is the Five of Cups there? Why is the Five of Cups there? Right. So it looks like, is it fear of disappointment? Because I was going to say, oh, maybe you were disappointed in the past, but you've got the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I don't know, to be honest. That is really confusing. Let's get one more. Or were there situations in the past where you felt that relationships or friendships were successful and happy, but then it turned out that actually it went to shit, and that is the Three Cups. But it still looks like you have people in your life now, in the present, that are there for you, potentially. I mean, that is someone who is loving and supportive, isn't it? The King of Cups. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else after the Five of Cups? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that looks like in the past you may have relationships, connections, bonds with people you may have had in the past. There may have been something deceptive about them. So those people could have presented as this energy where the bond seemed genuine, it seemed successful, it seemed like they really did see you for who you are and appreciate you. They may have appeared to be loving and supportive, but it was a lie, potentially, with that. Yeah, and then on the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. For me, that sometimes it can be, look at the energies there, the Hierophant, the Tower, that's where it falls apart. It's energies, it's an energy of controlling people, isn't it? It's where, because it's like imagine a false spiritual leader or cult leader, where the impression that they give you, or that the fake image that they put on, is that they're trying to lead you to redemption or whatever, but really there's some really sinister motives behind it. So that's kind of what's coming up here. Let's look at that Empress. So you may, okay, so the defensiveness I'm seeing is that you may have people around you who offer you love and support, but there may be just something within you that doesn't trust that because of past experiences, to be honest. And this could be, again, it could be a running theme, which I'm saying to every sign now, that the running themes are normal. It's part of life, isn't it? Most things, well, not most, a lot of things that happen in our lives that are a big deal, it doesn't happen for just 1 week, does it? It happens for months, weeks, years, whatever. So it might get boring hearing the same thing over and over again, but it's life. Let's look at the Empress. Yeah, the defensiveness I feel is because in the past situations where you've trusted people or they've appeared to be one way, it's not been what it appeared. So yeah, you've got the Empress here. So if this is someone in your life, this Empress who is nurturing, caring, generous, there's a foundation here. You've built a foundation, a bond with this person, and they are a stable, solid person as well. They're a grounded person. They're not that fake cult spiritual leader energy, whatever you want to call it. And that could be literal to someone, to be honest, this cult leader thing, or not. It could just be metaphorical. Anything else for the Empress? Right, we've got the Hierophant energy again, and we've got the Tower, which were there before. But I don't think this Empress is that, to be honest. Anything else after that Tower? I think you may fear that's what she could be. But I don't think that's what she is. Yeah, you've got Justice at the end of that. So I don't think she's this energy. I think this is a fear on your behalf for some reason. And the Empress, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman. It could be a man. It's just the energy of somebody that cares and that is generous and that is solid and there for you. I almost feel like this Tower here is kind of saying that you need to, how would I describe it? What's the word I would use to describe it? You need to kind of, I'd say get past, but that's not the right word. I don't know what the right word is to use, dissipate or something, or somehow overcome this worry or fear or whatever it is, or suspicion even, I think is a word that comes to mind. So yeah, suspicion with the Seven of Swords, that this Empress is that gonna be that Hierophant energy, that energy that deceived you into thinking it's righteous and moral and good, but really it has ulterior motives and is potentially against you. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting here. So let's move on from that, because I've spent ages on that trying to figure that one out, haven't I? I mean, it could be with that Knight of Swords. You know, when you have friends that they are brilliant friends, but they can be brutally honest. And I don't mean brutally honest as in they put you down, like in a really nasty, malicious way, but they are really, like, you know, the tough love friends. You might have tough love friends, and it's just like, because of past experiences, you may have been quite sensitive you may have become quite sensitive about certain things. So when they sort of if they try to give you tough love on a particular issue or matter in your life, you shut down, you close off, and you're like, nope, don't want to hear that. Nope. It's like it reminds you of that fake spiritual leader energy that you may have dealt with in the past. It reminds you of that, so you shut down. It's like you can't imagine that what they're saying could be for your benefit. It's just like it puts you off. It puts a nasty taste in your mouth, even if their intentions are good. And you may need to have a conversation with them about that, actually. You might need to sort of express to them that I appreciate your support, blah, blah, blah. But when you speak in that sort of way, yeah, it has a negative impact on me. Maybe that's a conversation that you need to have potentially. And it's not that they may stop doing that. Like, maybe sometimes they will, and then sometimes they forget, because you can't change who they are fundamentally. If they are a person who is a tough love kind of person, you don't want to get to the point where you're asking them to change who they are. But at least if they sort of acknowledge, you know, if you feel that they've spoken to you too harshly and you tell them that, they may at the very least say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to come out that harsh. You know, that kind of thing. Like, they're not taking back what they said, but they may acknowledge that they were a bit too harsh. And if they don't, then I will have to leave that one with you. Yeah, you resolve that within the friendship, or decide if that's something that you can handle or not. But anyway, we're going to move on to that Wheel of Fortune now. So that's, as I said, that may be where you feel it's an energy where you feel like people want you to change. Could be an energy around you of you needing to change. I mean, I did say maybe you need to let go of this kind of release this worry or whatever it is, or defensiveness, suspicion. I'm going to stick with the word suspicion. Oh my God, I'm hearing Elvis Presley, Suspicious Minds now. That suspicion of people not being as they appear, and having suspicions about their intentions towards you when they're trying to be supportive. Why is that wheel there? This deck is very sticky still. Oh, it's not this one. Actually, it was a different deck that was sticky, so I guess I've got two decks that I need to put cornflower on now to unstick them. Am I going to take that? I think I will. It is the Death card. Again, a card of transformation, and the Two of Pentacles. Anything else? Oh, the Elvis song is sticking in my head. The Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so clearly the Death card, it's a card of a need to change and transform. This may be represent you, that Two of Pentacles, contemplating if what the friend or support or whatever is being offered to you, because that's an opportunity, is it what you want? I don't know if that's what let me look at the King of Wands, because I'm not sure. I know there's something where you might be contemplating the offer, something about what they're offering, but I'm not sure what you're contemplating. King of Wands, I can't tell if that's them or you. Maybe it's you wanting to be empowered. I don't know. Maybe it's telling you need to be empowered. Let's look at the King of Wands. You may be considering if whatever support they're offering to you is empowering, to be honest with you. Anything else with that King of Wands? Three of Wands. I think, as I say, it might just be a need to change your perception. To change your perception about the person or the support that you're receiving. I'm going to try that again. That didn't feel right. This King of Wands might be you, to be honest. I would say that the Ace of Pentacles is what they have to offer. And the thing is, you've got the Four of Cups. That's where somebody's been offered something. They're being offered a cup, and a cup is love and support, isn't it? But they're rejecting it. So that could be you, where, again, it's about rejecting support. You may be focused on intentions that you have, but blocking out any support that's being offered. And it's just like, well, if you're being offered support, can that help you to see a way to get towards your intentions? If you block it out, well, it definitely won't help. If you block it out, will you? If you let it in, can it help you? But if you're already blocking out, then there's nothing can change anyway, can it, really? And then you've got this guy, the Two of Pentacles. So as well as weighing up whatever they have to offer, you might be weighing things up for yourself, opportunities, possibilities, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. But with your eyes closed, you wouldn't be able to see anything other than what you're juggling anyway. So you wouldn't see anybody else's advice or guidance because you're so focused on, no, I've got to do this by myself. I'm just going to do it by myself. I'll figure it out. Don't tell me what to do. Which, yeah, sometimes we don't need anyone. Well, in general, we don't need people telling us what to do. But I mean, if you have asked for advice, excuse me, and they're giving it, then yes, you're not obligated to take it, but at the very least, you want to consider what they're offering rather than just automatically. I mean, if this is what you do, if you automatically shut down and shut out what they're having to offer and your eyes are closed and you don't even want to see it, then what's the point of asking for advice in the first place if you're just going to shut it out? So let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there's a need to change your perception of the people that are offering you support or the support that's being offered. I don't. There's something there, and I can't 100% put my finger on it. Yeah, it's like you're contemplating: is this fair? Is this right to me? Will it help me to progress? But you got to be open to it in the first place. To be honest, you can't continue to be suspicious of it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because I can't get any clearer. I know it's not that clear to begin with, but I can't get any clearer. All I see with this is change. Very likely a need to change your perception. You may still feel like people are expecting you to change in a way that you're not ready to change. That's a possibility as well. There's just an energy of change here that you're probably fully aware of, and that could be part of the defensiveness too. So Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles. And what did I say in the beginning? I said that is a heads up to not leave yourself out in the cold. Yeah. So anything else for the Queen of Wands and Five of Pentacles? The cards don't want to shuffle now, so I'm just gonna carry on. I think that suspicion thing here is big, and obviously use your discernment, and if you really feel like there are red flags with people, then yeah, pay attention to that. But sometimes our suspicions are fear, aren't they? More than anything else. It can be about fear rather than that there is a genuine harm that could come to us. So for the Queen of Wands and Five of Pentacles, right, you've got that's healing, isn't it? The Four of Swords on its own and the Star on its own can be healing, and you have those two right next to each other. So I would say that's about healing, and then you have the Three of Cups on the bottom. So that could be about healing potentially healing your connections, but healing your beliefs about connections, and connections as in like friendships, can be relationships, romantic as well, but friendships, etc. And healing, I would say healing your perception of where you fit in with this and how you fit in with groups and stuff. And my candle has gone out, but am I gonna continue? I don't like having a dead candle there. It bothers me. But we are nearly at the end of the reading, so I might as well just, I'll carry on. I'll see if I can do it without a candle. Anything else for the Queen of Wands and Five of Pentacles, please? Yeah, that's your stress, that's your anxiety. Okay, anything else? Oh, that's some heavy energy. We've got the Sun, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Wow. Do you have fears around rejection? Let's look at the Sun card. Why is the Sun there, please? There may be something, I mean, I did say you may need to change your perception. So there may be something here about facing your emotions, that you need to face your emotions to reach your full potential, I would say, because the Sun can be about potential for me. You've got the Page of Pentacles there, which is potential, isn't it? It's the potential to plant a new seed, but he's in reverse. Anything else? The Devil is what holds you back, and then the Ten of Pentacles, that's your abundance, that's your long-term success. Four of Wands is your foundation. So again, it's that whole thing of changing your perception, and I guess looking at your emotions, healing, that comes into play with things. But the key theme is don't leave yourself out in the cold, and I guess there are some certain things that you're going to have to face. There may be a truth that you need to face to fully address that, because here you've got the Knight, I mean, you've got the stress there and the worry. The Eight of Swords is blindfolded. The Two of Swords is blindfolded. It's kind of either blocking it out or being unable to see the truth of something. I'm not sure what else I can clarify that would help this. I don't think there is, to be honest. So I guess the main thing I would say in terms of your advice is, just don't leave yourself out in the cold. I can't really elaborate on that, to be honest. Hopefully what I've said for the rest of the reading is enough to be helpful, but I can't say much more on that. So in terms of not leaving yourself out in the cold, again, that whole thing about shining your light, and but it almost feels like me even saying that, at the beginning where I said that people can see the Queen of Wands as shallow, like if she gives you the advice of, oh yeah, you just need to say some positive affirmations if you're in a deep, dark depression, that's not enough. Me saying, oh, just shine your light, that feels like it's not enough. That feels like it's not enough, like that's shallow in itself, me just saying that, because it's not easy to just shine your light if you've got major, deep-rooted issues that need to be resolved internally. I'm going to get a final card of advice from the Chakra Oracle Wisdom deck and see if that can offer anything more helpful. I mean, I know I've talked quite a lot and I've said a lot of stuff, so maybe there was something more helpful in the other parts of the reading, hopefully. Again, pay attention to this card, surrender to receiving love and support. And work on the suspicions, I think, is key. Again, not to completely disregard your intuition or your discernment if you feel that somebody genuinely is dodgy, but assess very carefully if people are, if people really do have bad intentions, or if it's more to do with your suspicions and fears and doubts about people that are rejecting their support because of that. So yeah, anything else? Nope, too quick. Try that again. Anything else for, any further advice for Scorpio, please? Any further advice for Scorpio? Any advice for Scorpio? Oh, you've got facade. And, you know, I'm going to get you one more. How long is your reading? 35 minutes, quite long. Let's get one more for you. Because I just feel like I haven't given enough advice, but then I don't know what else I can say. I mean, maybe it's enough, isn't it? Oh, okay. This is not a surprise at all. Gossip. Yep. Yep, I get that. I felt that. So I think these are very relevant. The messages aren't excessively long, so let's look at the facade card first of all. Yeah, I think I made the right decision in getting 2 cards for you. So facade we have, right, bronze god, this isn't who I am, and they have a little story connected to the card that they've created. The legend, bronze boy Darnell was young when his father died and became the man of the family. Out for a walk one day, many years later, he was mesmerized by the sight of children playing. As a child, he'd never played, and he hid behind a tree, crying bitterly, then quickly buried his emotions. At the end of his life, on his way to heaven, he stopped at the park and finally reclaimed the inner child he had left behind many years before. I feel like I'm going to cry with this because I can think of, wow, I know who this is relevant to. And if you're watching, then I hope this helps you as well. Yeah, I'm literally gonna start crying in a minute. Inspiration. If you are unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you're not. Personal inquiry. Bronze God is about reclaiming life. What have I done to heal my childhood pain? Key ideas: disassociating from yourself, reclaiming your life, healing childhood pain. The key words are recovery, integration, and play. Right, okay. Yeah, and the second one, yeah, for the same person, if you're watching, I really hope that this helps you as well. Right, gossip. I never met a person I didn't like. That's like a key theme for this. And the legend is, so it's about a character called Charmaine Chartreuse, who is here. The legend, and you may or may not know that that is my name as well if you've been on my Etsy. If you've been on my Etsy page, that is my real name. So that's the first time I'm revealing that. All right, the legend. Charmaine is eccentric and kind. From her chartreuse green house to her fascination with scarves, she is a topic of town gossip. After her death, the local people discover her incredibly detailed paintings of their town and realize she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel sadness for never having really known her. The inspiration says Charmaine Chartreuse suggests that appreciating differences is key. This card is a warning that you may lose a valued relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. Personal inquiry. Charmaine is about prejudice and misunderstanding. What am I resisting? Key ideas: uniqueness of others, naivety, support for your vision, lack of appreciation, refocusing your life, freedom, dance, honor. Okay, I think that was about as much help as you're going to get. Yeah, I feel like these 2 last cards, I think that summed things up nicely. And yeah, I'm still feeling the heavy emotion from the relevance to that. But I hope that was helpful to you, Scorpio. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like a personal reading, again, please see the description box below the video for more information on that. Feel free to like, share, or comment on the video, and you're welcome to subscribe to the channel as well. And until the next video, take care.